Welcome to the Mainly Wrestling Show. I'm Jack Milner. Listen, what happened to the voguing?
Oh, it needs to be at the right time. Like,
Right. Well, clip that up. Just good numbers on socials. She's Lissy Almeida, not Ellie Dusa, that I can't pronounce either. And he's John
Ellie
Jacobs.
Deusa. Hold on, I'm gonna fix it.
Ellie Diosa.
Deusa. Deusa.
Sounds like a Italian mobster name. We're here to watch the October the 11th episode of World Championship Wrestling, the glory days, Halcyon days of TBS. It's Dusty Rhodes' birthday. I want to say the Dream turns 42 here, could be mistaken, but he's the World Television Champion. We're hosted by the ageless Anthony Noah Schiavone, and we're going to
Wow.
I know,
Name.
full name, I know. So I'm very pleased I remembered that one. If you're watching it on the network like us fine people, I give them my money. I make it back in t-shirt sales. /video network.wwe.com as always /video/679-090. We'll put it in the description. Lissy, if you're watching on the cock, explain to people how to watch and to partake.
If you're watching on Peacock, similar to Jack, I paid them my money, but then American Express gives me a credit back for it. World Championship Wrestling, season two, episode 40, October 11th, 1986.
And we're going to click play. It's a short one today, 32:33. So this is probably why I'm guessing this is a dodgy time for TV. This is why AEW is showing on Tuesday, right? This week. This is why they only got 1 hour rather than 2 hours on TBS.
Yeah.
What's going on American TV this time? Is it football?
There's
basketball,
playoffs, I think.
So, the Atlanta Braves, right? They were big for Ted Turner.
I don't know.
So yeah, like it's really hard. It's a really hard time slot, and it's really hard on those channels because they play baseball, and then in the basketball season, they're always getting bumped around, especially like on Friday because there's basketball on. Maybe we should just. I love watching shows on USA. Do you know what plays on USA? Raw plays on USA.
Yeah, but we don't get that here.
Sorry, guys.
You know, because we're British, the USA Network, we watch the BBC, love. Right, we're going to click play in 3, 2, 1. Just a quick one.
Quickest.
No fancy entrance.
No fancy entrance.
We didn't hear. Do you know what this is?
Captain Redneck.
What is happening? This is a card-carrying member of the KKK.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Last episode we had a bona fide Nazi, and now we've got a card-carrying member of the KKK.
We're just going down. I don't even want to know who's next, Jack. Let's end here.
Right, so Dick Murdoch was one half of the Texas Outlaws. Do you know the Texas Outlaws are, John?
Dick Murdoch and I forgot.
Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes. It was on the tip of my tongue.
They were one of the biggest tag teams of the 70s. They were a heel tag team like AWA. They went to Florida. They were in Japan. They were in the Midwest. But yeah, it turns out afterwards that he was a card carrying member. Oh, please tell me that's Peter Almeida. But Dick
Murdoch, no, it wasn't Peter. No, I was just getting my charger.
Oh, what an anticlimax. But Dick Murdoch, one of the best workers of the 70s and 80s. He formed one half of the what's the name of the tag team? Let's see, North-South Connection with Adrian Adonis. Brother. They were WWF Tag Team Champions for 280 days in the 80s.
280 days. That's a long time.
That's a very long time. Especially in modern day times, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Listen,
Here he is. Ric Flair. And then we go to the tune, to be fair.
I've actually just posted.
Different.
This is the TBS engine. So on my NWA Wrestling Memories page, these are all people in like 50s and 60s. This to them is like gold. Just this intro. You see so many people go, oh my God, I watch this out at my grandma's house every Saturday afternoon religiously, blah, blah, blah.
So I think I always laugh when I see his name, David Crockett, because like Davy Crockett was like a very big like Western type of hero here. So I don't know. If I had the chance, I don't know if I would name my son David Crockett. But they're rich, so who cares?
I mean, they were rich. No, so I can't believe Tony's mustache here. Like Tony's like 26 here. He looks about
Tony's a
40.
Yeah. If you told me he was 40, I believe you.
So what is it about this time where like in the 80s, people that were like in their 20s looked middle-aged or worse, and people in their 40s were just like ready to die? Like what was it about this time? Can you tell me, Jack? I know you were there.
Smoking, drinking. What is Cornette wearing here? Jesus Lord.
Speaking of
This is
car
actually
carrying members
very-
of the KKK, here's Jim Cornette.
Oh
John
shit.
Jacobs.
What an accusation, brother.
I'm trying to think of what. It's true. Prince and Beautiful Bobby, the Midnight Express. This is FTR Light. I said that's a lie. FTR stole their theme, their
I
style.
was gonna say.
Oh, by the way, like we mentioned earlier, JJ chopping it right off with FTR, losing the belts. What's happened there? Do you know, I watched that show. I actually downloaded Wrestle Dream. I paid. That's the first AEW pay-per-view I paid for it. I've actually watched it about a year.
That's not true. You paid for All In.
Yeah, I'm just happy to see the punker. There you go. There's a draw.
Do you think it's because Cash is legit injured, or?
But I watched that, and when he fell on him, he kind of in the air. He fell on his side, and he was going, "Oh my fuck!" He looked, and I thought, "Man, that's great selling."
He wasn't in the match again, right? Like you didn't see him.
I didn't watch. I didn't watch Collision. I just saw the results and went, "Well, not watching that."
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
But the people to beat them, like Big Bill and Ricky Starks. What?
No, I love Big Bill in AEW. I think he's been amazing.
I think he's hilarious, right? And his promos are brilliant. And he seems to be. This is what Lissy's always advocating, right? People who are happier and they're just in a better place in life. He was struggling with mental health 4 or 5 years ago, and now he's got himself in better shape. He's engaged to the beautiful Lexi Nair.
Drugs, alcohol, all that.
It was basically a 4-minute squash match, right? And if you take Big Bill and you take a brutal heel Ricky Starks and turn them into a team who just destroy people, I'm on board. Like, fine.
Big man, little man combo. Like,
no, but didn't Big Bill? You were just saying. No, sorry. I know you looked at me like I was crazy when I said drugs, alcohol, but like, didn't he? I know that he was experiencing some health problems, and he had like a seizure like right after a show.
He had a seizure like an indie show, didn't he? And he was like, and apparently he was saying like he'd been drinking a lot, and a lot of people. And this is kind of the problem, right, with modern wrestling before AEW. People hinged everything on getting to the Fed, and then when they were let go, like, what do I do now?
Well, that must just be, it's a blow to the gut, right? Because you're like, when you've been at the top, where else is there? So like you said, I think it's really nice that there's more places that people can go. And like, I mean, I'm sure you could be making just as much money at AEW, and just being on TV every week too helps. So, but I will say, you guys know I'm a big fan of tag wrestling. I know Dusty's on. Never a big fan of just two guys that are been just thrown together.
That's my point. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's okay. I like the both of them, so I'm happy for them. Congratulations on the win.
How proud would Dusty be as well? His son solving racism. It's just beautiful. Like, he'd be so proud. Anyway, Dusty comes out on TV the year before and he goes, "I love me some brown sugar." Couldn't get away with that in 20. Yeah. Do you remember that?
I feel like that's something Cody would say.
Tully Blanchard's girlfriend was called Dark Journey.
It was called what?
Dark Journey.
Okay.
She was his valet. Wow, this is Sam Houston. He was like the big baby face protege of Magnum and Dusty, but he was in real life engaged to Baby Doll. Very messy. Very messy. Very messy.
And he's also
Jake Roberts' younger brother, Grizzly Smith's son. Yeah.
And the brother and his sister is.
I know the name and. Go on, give it me.
Rockin'
Robin. Yeah, I wouldn't have got that one. That's a good question. I think I need to come prepared with quiz questions.
I know. But what a cool like wrestling family to belong to. I mean, their father was a terrible person.
Yeah,
but like,
I won't say cool. Dad
no,
was
I'm just saying like how it must be cool. No, no, not excluding the father, but like the fact that you have 3 children that were each successful in wrestling in their own ways is pretty cool.
We have a podcast guest for the our next show. Do you know either? You know Joe Nice?
Why do you do this to us? Why do you do this to us?
What have I done? Lissy, say less. Did I use that wrong? JJ Dillonth.
That was a great save, brother.
Thank you.
Job.
By the way, how Dusty carries his weight so well.
But you know what it is too? It's the camera angle, right? So they catch him really nicely, like right here and up, where I'm sure if they zoom back a bit, we would see, that he was a heftier man.
He's a big guy, but Dusty's still got some good muscles. Like Ric Flair says, Dusty's ring shape was phenomenal. Colorado. Right, click that up. Timestamp that. 9:50. Lissy messaged me the other week going, Jack, you got to find some examples of Dusty Rhodes saying Colorado. Like, why?
Colorado.
Primetime Deion Sanders at the minute, killing it. Yeah, I said I know, but how am I supposed to find just him saying one word in a promo? I don't know. You got all these clips.
She assumed you would just know. She thought you could just go, oh, October 11th, 1986, about 15 minutes in, he says Colorado.
I have, well, weirdly, right, Jim Crockett introduced Loverboy Dennis and Beautiful Bobby. I've got 30 seconds of him saying that 8 different times. So it's very niche.
You can do it. It can be done.
Anyway, what did you ask us before? Do we know who Joe Nice is?
Joe Nice, yeah, he's a DJ. Huge wrestling fan.
Oh, okay.
Welcome. Excited to have you.
He's just been on a world tour. Yeah, he's been in Hong Kong. He's a famous DJ. But
bring me with him.
He's like, I think 50-ish, right? So perfect age group. If Nate as a teenager was his guy, and he knows Ric Flair promos better than I do, so we will have to bring him on around the time of the Man with the Golden Spoon promo is the greatest promo of all time.
Let's watch a good Ric Flair episode for him.
Yeah, we're gotta go back and watch some old TV. Like this is better than the Raw from '93.
It's not a high bar.
You know what?
What did we watch? And it was. Do you remember some guy messaged us on our Facebook page and said, "Can you watch this?" And it was like Superstars from '94, and it's one of the worst things I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah.
Like, let's just be honest here. Nothing really ever happened on Superstars that was that good. Like once in a while, you'd have like the champion on there, but like they used to tape it at before or after Raw, whatever. Like, come on.
It's like watching an episode of Rampage.
Yes,
you just wouldn't do it.
Perfect comparison.
Exactly. And like Superstars used to, I don't know when I used to play for you guys, but I used to play on like Saturday morning here. So like it was kind of cool where like you could watch your cartoons and then watch Superstars.
Captain Redneck ready to fight. Country, beat your country butt.
Oh, he pokes him right in the chest there. Spits his tobacco out. He's going for him.
That's how you know he means business.
Whoa.
Get in the ring. Put the boots to him, Nate.
You know, Tully Blanchard. Look at the gig marks as well. When Tully comes back on screen, man, look, Tully loved a blade job. Look at this. It's like an AEW crowd. 100 people in there.
Wow.
I cannot. That's like, no, that's literally like our CCW, like our house
Yeah,
show
the Horseman.
at like our school.
The last territory, right?
Literally, like.
When are you hoping to get back, Liz? Are you gonna be on the next week of shows?
Yeah, so I'm just taking this month off for like my family stuff, but I'm gonna at least just do like our bigger show, Bash at the Brew, the first Saturday, excuse me, in November. So I'll be down there for that weekend, and I'm really excited to get back home to Florida. I miss it so much. It's so funny. Like, I'm sure you guys probably feel that way when you go back home to like London or the UK, and you're like, this place is so gray. Like, and then you're just happy to be home in the warmth.
True. Yeah. Well, to be fair, when we were over in August, the weather was all right.
Weather was glorious.
Beautiful. But I brought the sun with me, so.
True. Well,
it's been sunny since then.
I thought it was us, but fine, you can have it.
You're welcome. Say nothing.
It's calm.
I love that. It's calm. It's calm. Calm, babe. Calm.
Anyway, Tully Blanchard is so good because he was smallish guy, taught a lot of shit. So as the perfect heel, right? You want a babyface get in the ring, beat the shit out of him, and those dastardly horsemen will find a way of dragging him out there.
Well, he's in great shape as well, right? Like you see Dusty, and you see his.
Speaking of Geek Max, look at that forehead. Draw a map on that thing.
Disgraceful.
You wonder about these guys, like when they get to like 80. Like, I mean, you see Abdullah the Butcher now, right? And his face, he puts coins in between his forehead and like.
He has legit folds. Like,
that's just. You think of these guys, but then you look at this, and this is relatively harmless, right? You see that the bumps, I mean, the move Darby took on the stairs. I watched that and I genuinely winced. Thinking, how is he not like ruptured a kidney? Oh.
I'm scared for him. Like, he's really gonna get hurt one of these days.
I think I said to you guys, like, he can't continue to wrestle like and take these bumps on like random dynamites. And I mean, I know that was at a pay-per-view, right? But he still does this crazy stuff, you know, on any given Wednesday, right, or Saturday, and it's like you can't continue doing this for that many years.
And he's young. He's a very young man. So, I mean, when we look at people from your guys' time when you were younger, the Hardy Boys, right? They had a lot of those style matches, especially Jeff probably took the worst of the bumps. And
you got to remember as well, Lissy, Jeff Hardy's back is in such bad condition because he's been carrying his brother for 25 years. So you got to factor that in as well. Sorry, go on. Matt Hardy is the king of the carnies, the ultimate grifter.
I'm not dealing with you anymore.
Well, like we say these things, right? But then, but Darby, I don't remember him like being out injured for any period of time since Dynamite started. Like he's always in matches. Whereas you see, like Adam Cole now needs surgery because he, hops off a stage. Like these things can just happen at any time, right?
They can just happen.
It's very rarely like, a shooting star press or a Canadian destroyer or these like crazy spots that happen. It's just something often so innocuous where it was the same with Punk, right? He just jumped off the stage and tweaked his foot and he was out for a few months, right?
He did a stage dive. The first Dynamite back after winning the title, didn't he?
Yeah.
Jumped in the crowd, broke his ankle. Like.
Yeah, but I mean, like somebody like Punk is also like 44 years old. Like I don't know. I mean, like Adam Cole, he's been relatively healthy. No, actually, he isn't. Okay, I'm like he's been relatively. No, he isn't. But
obviously his legs are like twigs, so you shouldn't jump. But...
Stop.
His legs are his arms.
I love Adam Cole. I love Adam Cole.
We love Adam Cole.
Today, I never thought that I would be the baby face on this show.
You're always the baby face.
No, I'm not, because like I mean I'm a little bit of a heel sometimes and I don't mind it because I mean some of my beliefs.
You stick up for everyone, Lissy.
do, but then
What's the
To
phrase?
be
I
fair,
won't stand for it. I won't
I
stand for it.
won't. I won't. Well,
there's one person you can't stand up for, and that's Bryce Remsburg. Fuck Bryce Remsburg.
Oh, I mean, I don't want to. Okay, so
Russian leg sweep. Is that must do it, right? For Kenny.
So I was just thinking really quickly about I love Kenny Omega. I was just thinking about
Teddy Long looks better now, by the way, than he did here at like half his age.
who?
Teddy Long looked better
I thought that
now than half his age 35 years ago.
So
he
the
looks
reason why
looks younger on SmackDown in 06 than he does here with his hair. It's outrageous.
So the reason why I'm bringing this up, right, is because like there's a lot of like refs and like announcers and other people that are like super over, right? But I have a really serious question for you guys. Should they be selling merch?
Absolutely no. That you should not be a focal point of the show or focal point of the company. You should want to blend into the background.
I agree.
Who's selling merch?
I'm not out here to name names. I've just been seeing it's like a theme. No, it's a theme. It's a theme. So like, because the thing is like for me, right? I'm a ring announcer. Like I know that I'm supporting cast.
Can I do a Top Boy reference or attempt to do one?
Go on.
Go on, Air a Man's Out.
Oh.
Was that close?
No, it's not. No, I was having this conversation with a friend earlier today, and they sent me a post that's someone who is in that light, like in the supporting cast realm, is selling merch and selling shirts and stuff like that. It's like I don't know. I know that I'm there to make the boys and the girls on the show look good.
That's it.
So that's it for me. Like I just wanted to get you guys' opinion.
I do get what you guys are saying, but like from the other side of it, like if you're like, I don't know, if you're a ref in like a indie promotion and that's like your main job, you're probably not bringing in that much money. You're trying to find ways to boost your income. Like I can respect the hustle. Like if there are people that are going to pay money for it, then do what you got to do, right? Like for you, the job that you have with CC Dub, like it's not your main income, right? You're good as you are. Like
actually, it is now.
Wow. Okay, now it is.
Wow. JJ, say less.
Say nothing.
But you know what I mean, right? Like if
absolutely, I get it.
They need the money.
Mandy Rose life, yeah.
No, I get it. I think it's always like just good for banter because everybody has a different opinion on it, but I just feel like the people who are wrestling and the real like on-screen talent, those are the guys that people are really paying to see. If they see a ref or a ring announcer that's cute or looks good or does their job well or that is that stands out, that's awesome.
Nice bridge. JJ, give us a time check.
The time is 20:42, 43, 44.
Oh, John, we are right on together, brother.
I rest ahead of the wonderful bridge by Tim Horner. Oh my God! By the way, that
I'm
bridge,
so sorry.
that pin that Zack Sabre Jr. did with the bridge. Oh my God, that match was fucking off the tits.
So you liked it?
Zack Sabre Jr. Bryan Danielson match of the year. I watched it in work, and this is like my second week in this new job, and I'm having to sit there quietly watching it in a corner, like. When he brought out the cattle mutilation, like, oh my God, I
really wish you went to the Rev Pro show with us. I keep talking about it. Oh.
This one goes out to all the sweat hogs, the Seattle sweat hogs.
I just love him.
Look at that robe.
He is quite ravishing, isn't he?
But right, okay, but you can't do this ravishing gimmick, and your manager is dressed up like a fucking commander from.
Now, what is this? What is that?
A commander from like the Great Raj of the.
Go ride a horse. Like what the?
Look at that body, unreal.
See, like Bobby was a good manager for him.
That's JJ after the weight loss challenge.
Shredded. Not an ounce of him. Looks to be in tremendous shape.
Fat skinny, whatever it's called. Somebody called him that. It wasn't Flair.
The best glutes. Look at him.
He loved an atomic drop.
I think he's
Love.
going to win this one. I just got a feeling.
Did you hear the stories about? I mean, Rude liked a bar fight, so he would kind of use his missus as bait by leaving her at the bar, wait to get chatted up by some guy. Went, "You hitting on my woman?" I was just trying to this girl. You hitting on my woman? No.
It's just so unfair. It's so unfair.
Like, is that entrapment? It sounds like entrapment.
It's just so unfair in so many ways because
Yeah.
like number one, like look at him. That's number one. Number two, like if you have a good looking lady, you know, people are gonna talk to her. That's what it is.
Right, Paul Jones is dressed up like. Lissy, do you remember the time when Sergeant Slaughter would go out with Colonel
General
Adnan
Mustafa.
and General Mustafa? Yeah.
And Colonel Adnan.
Look at him. Oh my God.
Like literally.
This guy predicted the Gulf War. I mean, look at the three glorious mustaches in set here. This is tremendous. I couldn't do the upkeep. I grew a mustache in the first lockdown. What's up? Like May 2020. Lorraine hated it. She goes, "Will you get rid of that slug on your top lip?" Well, a bit offensive. Like,
it's weird how these things go,
slug.
right? Like the hair and the moustache was just like a thing in the 80s, and now it's just like it'll come around again, right? In like 30 years, everyone will just have the moustache and the curly hair.
The only time I ever grew like a beard was when the boy was in Malaga, and I think I sent a photo to you guys in the group. I don't have any evidence of that. You'll have to go back to see if there's anything there. I have no photos of me with a beard. And that was just not having a shave for about 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, I mean, there's times in your life when that's gonna happen, right? Like you had other stuff going on, but like you're not a beard person apart from that.
I didn't mind it. It was itchy. I just found myself doing that a lot.
I've heard that. I think some people when they grow. John, has your beard ever itched you, or you've had it long enough that it doesn't?
No, yeah, mine's soft.
I can very rarely. I can't remember JJ clean shaven.
I've not been clean shaven since I was at university, like 12 years ago, and even then.
You look like a lifetime beard man. But the thing is, so as a woman, right? Like how Lorraine said, like just shave that thing off. Like sometimes it's itchy for you guys and it's itchy for us. Like certain people, like I'm Cape Verdean, obviously we kiss everybody to say hi. Like certain people, you give them a kiss on the cheek to say hi, and like my face is red within like 30 seconds. So I don't know if that's upkeep or just the texture of their hair or whatever it is. So I don't know. If I'm dating a guy like and I'm allergic to his beard, he gotta go.
You did?
Or that beard gotta go. No. In my previous life, I'm not dating. I'm
Anyway, Lorraine loved the beard. I hated it. So she was very nice. That thing took. I like had to hack my face to get rid of it. It was. Yeah, it was tough. It was really tough. So it was a case of, I think if you grow it, you have to commit to it, right? I'm not good.
I remember during lockdown, like I was thinking about this yesterday. I basically didn't get a haircut for like 3-4 months maybe, and I just got to a point where like my beard was like down here, out here, my hair was crazy. I just had to get the clippers and just go fucking take the lot off. But I still had a beard, but it was just super short. It was like a complete transformation.
The No Shave November, a few weeks away. Just think about it.
I mean, I shave once a month, but yeah. Let's give it a try, Jack.
Oh, Manny Fernandez. The Raging Bulls turned heel. Oh my goodness.
We waffled him.
You weren't even watching. Manny Fernandez, the Raging Bull, the big baby face from San Antonio.
Can't believe it.
Sold out. Took the money.
Manny Fernandez and Rick Rude, the R&R connection, they would end up becoming tag team champions. Yeah, JJ, spoiler. Yeah, I'm sorry. In the next 3 or 4 months. And then they wouldn't even lose the belts because Rick Rude would just fuck off. He got an offer to go to Vince in March of '87. And the rest is history.
Look where he was wrestling. Wouldn't you want to go to the Fed at that time?
Yeah. I mean, look at his physique, right? How would you not go to the Fed?
How could you not? Like how? And look at he's wrestling in front of 8 people on this show. Like,
I know. Why is it Collision? But I'm a big AEW fan. What am I doing? The thing is,
look, we're fair, right? We all like different kinds of wrestling, but at the end of the day,
no one likes Collision.
No, it's not like I enjoy watching Collision. But
why is JJ delivered an atomic drop? That's not very nice, JJ.
I enjoy watching Collision. Like, I like the different approach. I think the commentary team is great. Like, there's good stuff on there. The Bryan Danielson match against Fletcher was amazing. Like, really, really great match. But it's just like,
looks so good.
If they're not selling tickets, like, we call it as we see it.
That's the thing, right? With the bar's been set so high based on the last 4 years, and when you've seen, if you go back to the end of I was going back to Revolution. Was it Revolution 2021?
With the young Chris Jericho.
With Kenny Omega.
And a young Kenny Omega. Wow.
The Golden Jets.
Can't believe it.
Oh, Lord.
Should we try and track it?
You won't be able to.
Not with your Wi-Fi. Just leave it alone. Allow it, brother. Allow it.
Brad Armstrong, God love him. If he could cut a promo, he'd have been huge. But he couldn't. He was like, oh.
Look at those curls, brother.
Name for ourselves in the world of professional.
It's a very well groomed
beard.
beard.
Kenny.
Name Armstrong has been synonymous with champions.
That's Road Dogg's little brother.
I'm going to make it better. And like Tim was saying, the 4 horsemen, they seem have overstepped their boundaries, and brother, they better be careful.
Brother,
bitten off more than
so many brothers.
Brad Armstrong, Jim Horner, more action right after this time.
Oh my God, there's an unbelievable confrontation between him and Flair on like an episode of Worldwide from Jan '87. He goes, I might not be able to talk like you, but when I get in the ring, he goes, Ric Flair goes, you can't do anything to me, and turns away and just starts talking to Tony Schiavone, like just completely, what do you call him, like, no, don't want anything to do with you. Anyway, Dusty Rhodes, I'll see you in St. Louis, buddy. Hey, I'm still here. Yeah, okay, pal. Damn. Buried him right there.
Oh, shit. Sounds familiar.
Oof. So as you see, around this era, the physiques weren't, apart from Rick Rude, right?
You're making that up. You can finish the sentence. Around this era, the physiques weren't. It just ended.
Like you said, why does everyone at 25 look like they're 40? Because, well, they were on the road how many times a year? If you listen to Hulk Hogan, they were on the road 400 days a year.
What, 400 days a year, brother?
Twice on the days that he came back and forth from Japan.
Did you hear his latest? That he said that his son was going to come in at WrestleMania to fight Shane McMahon, but because Shane McMahon got injured before WrestleMania, it didn't go ahead.
I mean, it wouldn't be for me to call Hulk Hogan a liar, but there's a thread on Twitter that would potentially point out. Here's the Hands of Stone, Ronnie Garvin.
Ronnie
Garvin, proud to be American, born and raised in Montreal. Oh, Rick Rude. That's just not very nice.
Ravishing one.
There's an old lady on the front row who is desperate to have a look there.
You saw her, she's like breaking her neck.
Paul Jones has got to be the worst boots of all time. Why is he dressed like that, man?
He's some type of horse trainer.
Like the military. He's got
military horses.
He's going to he's going to Santa Anita for the Breeders' Cup. And that running out his down. So again, this is a time a bit like the Raw we saw earlier. You can tell all the big guns are off doing a proper show somewhere else.
Yeah.
You just saw Ric Flair and Dusty. What do you mean?
The Rock and Roll Express, Ann Anderson, Ric Flair, Barry Windham. Where's Peter? Bring Peter on.
Peter, I went to go look for him. So Peter went to go see his dad. So he's over there. He's covering my
That's
shift.
a reasonable excuse.
Like, you hear what you guys.
Are you watching for the credits? Are you watching? JJ, you ready?
Yeah,
You ready?
I'm ready.
Oh,
It's gonna happen.
I've missed it. Never mind.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Glad I waited for that. Nice one.
It was at the start. Executive producer
okay.
Virgil
Are you ready? Oh
Reynolds.
wait, no, I couldn't click fast enough, so now I'm not gonna share it.
That was World Championship Wrestling from 11th October 1992. It wasn't the greatest, but you know, it'll do well on our respective channels because that's how the game works.
Okay.
People love this shit.
You got to play to your audience, right? That's why WWE puts out weird people and gimmicks, and AEW puts out flippy people who are 5'4". But I digress. My God, I sound like Jim Cornette.
Yeah, you really need to like just lift your spirits, go out in the sun a little bit, get some vitamin D, and come back.
That's great.
Right, I feel like I'm gonna have to research Top Boy just so I can come up with a load of phrases that make me look less white next week.
Okay, so now,
phrases won't help.
Jack, when you get off the phone, just say love, and that's it.
Well, like that's what we say in Yorkshire. All right, love.
No, but as in instead of bye, when you say goodbye to someone instead of saying bye,
Like,
you just
okay,
say love.
yeah, I'll take care of it. All right, love, bro, love.
I mean, that's not gonna happen, but wishful thinking.
You said you want to be down with Top Boy. We're trying to help.
Yeah, I want something better than love. Give me something more like I want to get down with the streets. You
want to be down with the Mandem?
Me and the Mandem are like that. Me and the fam are just give me some skin. Yeah. Right, I'm leaving.
He said, "Give me some skin in this."
I'm going before embarrassing myself any further. I'm Jack Milner. She's sticking two fingers up. That's not very ladylike, is it? That's terrible. And he's been John Say Less Jacobs, and we will see you all very soon. Keep it real. Bye.